going on YouTube? Today I got another deck profile for you guys. This time we're doing S-Force. First things first, this deck without sprites is almost unplayable. I had to throw in some sprite cards. Honestly, I don't recommend making this deck if you're trying to push to Diamond. This is just a fun deck. I do think it has really cool mechanics. It messes with columns quite a bit, which it's basically like worse Mech Knights is the best way I can describe it. But it does have some cool combos. The extra deck is fun to use. I generally just enjoy the deck. It's not good whatsoever. I wouldn't try to make this if you're going to push up to Diamond rank or anything like that. But it's a deck I've never seen before. I see absolutely no one playing it, but it is pretty fun. To start out the list, we do run 3. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, but this is the level 2. Basically what this card does is you throw it down on your field, and you return it to your hand, banish one other S-Force card from your hand, and you can special summon any S-Force monster from your deck. That's usually going to be your Razor or your Platina. And then that's like a combo starter piece, and you can extend into a bunch of your different cards. We do run 2 Sprite Pixies. I don't have the ultra rare points to do so, but what I would do in this situation is I would take out the Pixies and I would put in 3 Jet Blue, and then you could just take out like a Harpy's Feather Duster or an Infinite Impermanence or something like that. So I do run 2 Pixies. I would take these out for the Sprite Blue. And then I do run 3 Sprite Red and 3 Sprite Carrot. These really just help when you have the level 2 S-Force card in your hand, because you throw that down and then you throw out an extra, you get a free special summon because it's level 2. It's pretty strong, helps the deck quite a lot. But I do run 3 Ash Blossoms and 2 Ghost Bell Haunted Mansions for the hand traps. And then we run 3 S-Forced Orifice. This card can pop cards pretty quickly. It's also a Cybers card, which our next card, S-Force Razor, is a Cybers card, and that means we can make Splash Mage and get into our Transcode Talker to get Splash Mage back out, so it's a nice little ramp. So 3 S-Force Orifice, 3 S-Force Razor. This is the best card in the deck. This card is, when you normal summon it, you can special summon out an S-Force monster from your hand. Pretty good. Normally you're going to want to be special summoning Gravitino or Platina. And we do run 3 of the Gravitino. This card just lets you search out an S-Force card, so you can get to your spell cards or you can get to your monsters, whatever you need. And then we do run 3 Platina as well. She just special summons a monster from your banish. So when you use the level 2's effect to banish a card, if you can get Platina out, you will just grab whatever you banished and slap it back on your field, which is really nice. We do run a Harpy's Feather Duster and a Lightning Storm to clear back row and board. And then we run 3 of the field spell for the deck. When this card is activated, you can add an S-Force monster from your deck to your hand, and that's where the usefulness stops. When an opponent's monster declares an attack on your S-Force monster, if it's in the same column as the S-Force monster, your monster can't be destroyed by that battle once per turn. It's a okay effect. It protects your monsters a little bit, I guess. We do run 1 Called by the Grave, just to get through some hand traps and stuff like that. And we run 2 S-Force Showdown. This card basically just lets you special summon an S-Force monster out of your hand. Or you can add a S-Force monster from your graveyard to your hand. So this card just basically gets you to the S-Force monster you need to start doing your combo. We do run 3 Infinite Impermanents. And around out the deck, we do run an S-Force Chase because it just returns stuff to the hand, and it can be useful to get rid of extra deck monsters that are hard to clear. But into the extra deck, we do run Phantom Knights of the Cursed Javelin. We run this because we have a lot of sprites. We do run a little sprite package, and you can basically just make somebody's monster a potato, so that's why we run that. We run a Cerberus to bounce. We run a Nightmare Phoenix to destroy spells and traps. We run Splash Mage to do the ramp combo that I was talking about earlier with the Transcode Talker. We do run a Decode Talker. And we have a Nightmare Unicorn to do more pops, Transcode Talker like we talked about. And then S-Force Justify is the S-Force Link monster in the deck. It's a pretty cool card. It would be so good if it just didn't say you and it just said your opponent. But you cannot special summon / set monsters to a zone this card points to. Quick effect, you can target one effect monster your opponent controls and negate its effect until the end of the turn. And then you can move the opponent's monster to the zone that this card points to. So somebody puts down an extender or something, you can negate it and move it. And then during the battle phase, this card can destroy all cards that it points to. Or I think it's banish. Banish all monsters this card points to after the damage step. Or sorry, at the start of the damage step. It's a really good board clear. It's not like a great boss monster. It doesn't have any negates. It's not protected, but it does have a really good clear effect on it, and I think that's really strong. We do run a Borrelsword Dragon and Appaloosa for more negates, Rastaliger, access Code Talker to end games, and if you can make it, we do run a Borrel Dragon. Again, this deck isn't super strong. It's not going to compete with like pure sprites or runic sprites, but it is a lot of fun. If you're not looking to climb and you're just looking for a deck that's fun that you can just play and mess around with, I would recommend trying this deck. It's really interesting. You can mix it up in your own way. I'm sure that there are a ton of extra deck things that you can do, but I'm just going to show you guys some gameplay so you guys can see how the deck works. Alright, so looks like what we're going to do here is normal summon our Razor to get out our level 2. We're going to banish our spell card to special summon our Gravitino, and then we're going to grab another one of that same spell card to special out another S-Force monster. It doesn't really matter because we're just making Justify here. And then we are just going to pass because we have Called by the Grave and Ghost Spell to get us through this turn. We are going to fast forward through this really quick. And we are playing against a Pendulum deck, so he's going to special summon a bunch of his stuff out. And we just held on to Justify's effect until now when he made his Link monster so that he can't extend anymore. And now we negate that effect, and he just concedes because he can't do anything. He used literally all the materials, and then he was going to try to extend off the Link monster, but we just negated it with that effect. Alright, for this game, we do use our field spell to search our Razor, which we're going to use to summon our Orphist. Link those two off because they're both Cybers so that we can make Splash Mage. Splash Mage is going to grab our Razor back out, and then we're going to link those two off into Transcode Talker, and that's going to bring our Splash Mage back out to the field. And then we're going to set Called by the Grave and pass, because we just don't really have anything else to extend at the moment. Looks like we're playing against mutants here. And he uses an effect to extend out of the graveyard, which we can stop with Called by the Grave, which is one of the reasons I was comfortable sitting on just these two monsters here. Just Called by the Grave, just hope to get through the turn. We end up getting through because he can't use his extender. He sets two traps. We use Splash Mage's effect again to get out our S-Force Razor, and we summon our Sprite Carrot. We're going to link those two off and make Access Code Talker. And we can get rid of one of these traps with Access Code Talker's effect. Swing through that. And the game's pretty much over as long as he doesn't have anything to deal with Access Code Talker, like a Lightning Storm would really suck for us here, but if he can't clear, we win. And he just concedes. But I would say this deck has really strong extra deck, but the main deck is really what's lacking. You can get out a lot of crazy monsters if you do like get a good hand with a couple sprites in there. You can get a ton of special summons out. If you have the Cybers thing that I just showed, you can do the Transcode Talker and the Splash Mage ramp. That can get you to Access Code Talker pretty easily. As long as you have anything else you can summon out, you can get to Access Code Talker right away. Because you just need one monster and then the Link 3. But as long as you have an extender after the Splash Mage combo that I just showed, you should be able to get to Access Code Talker and end like a lot of the games very easily. But again, this deck's not going to get you to Diamond or anything like that. It's just a fun deck that I think a lot of people could enjoy, and it has a very interesting concept when it messes with columns. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any ideas for decks that you'd like to see us make, just let us know down in the comments. But other than that, thanks for watching.